we're going to collect some data about the tree that you can see behind me. We're going to collect data such as, what kind of tree is it? Is it a walnut tree? Is it an oak tree? Is it a maple tree? So the type of tree, we're going to collect some data about that. Maybe make an estimation of the height of the tree, the circumference around the trunk at a certain height above the ground. We're probably going to photograph the tree so we have a permanent record of what the tree looked like. We're also going to maybe photograph a leaf of the tree. So again, we have some information about what the tree is like, what kind of leaves it has. That'll help us in identification if we don't know the name of the tree when we're out in the field. We're going to do this by using an application from Esri called Collector. Now we created a map that we're going to then access on my iPad to do the collection of data. As you can tell, I'm not standing right underneath the tree. The reason I'm not standing right underneath the tree is because the tree still has leaves on it. Even though this is in December, this tree still has some leaves on it. That's common with a pin oak tree, which is what this tree is behind me. But if I stood underneath those leaves, it's going to interrupt the signal from the GPS satellites, and I'm not going to get an accurate position. So the position I'm going to get is where I'm standing, not actually the tree, and then I might have to move that position a little bit to make it a little bit more accurate. But again, if I can get within a few feet of the tree, I can probably find that tree. So it's probably not critical if I am standing directly under it. So let me show you how we're going to take some data.
First, I'll need to select the Collector app that I just circled. I'll do that on my iPad by just pressing on the screen. The next step is that I must log into Collector for Arcgis. So I'm going to click on the Arcgis Online as my login methodology. The next screen that will appear is asking for my username and my password. I will input these two features and then hit sign in. Now that I'm signed in, I will see all my different applications show up. You can see I have quite a few applications that I've been working on. The one that we want to select is called Tree Master. So we'll just click on that one, and that should open up for us, and we'll see the initial screen appear. Since we have the GPS turned on my iPad, you'll see that the map has zoomed into the location of my campus. As you look at this map, all the little dots around my campus are where trees are located. Those have been done in previous exercises and workshops. You can see that we've covered the campus fairly well, and there's a fair number of trees on campus. What we want to do now is to take the position of the tree that was behind me, and so we're going to go and click on the plus on the right hand side. As you can see, we're going to collect a new feature, and we're going to select the tree layer as the new feature that we're going to collect. So we will click where it says Tree Master, and we will then collect the location of the tree. Now that we've selected the tree program, you can see we have different attributes that we need to input. The type of the tree, the height of the tree, the width, and any comments that we might want to make. We always put that comment section in, so in case we run into a problem, like we don't have the right trees in our list, we can then put the tree type in there and then go back and correct our list later. So the first thing that we're going to do is put in the tree type. So you'll click on that. The next piece is to select the tree type. As you go through this list, you'll see that a pin oak is not there. While we could use oak, the tree is a pin oak since we know it still has its leaves on it and it's in December. So therefore we're going to click on other, and we're going to describe that in our comments section as part of the tree input data. Once we finish this, we'll click on the done, and we'll go on and input the other features of the tree. After we've input all the other attributes, including comments where we describe this as a pin oak tree, the last step we have to do is input a picture of the tree. So as you can see, we have the attachment window open. We're going to click on the add button, and from there it's going to ask us how we want to add a picture to the event. After we clicked on the add button, you can see we have a couple choices. We can take a photograph, which is what we're going to do, or you could take a picture that you already had in your library and add it to this position. So what we're going to do is have a permanent record of this position, both by the data we collected and also an image of the position, so that we know what the tree exactly looks at. You can actually add more than one picture, so after you take one picture, you can come back and then take another picture. Here's a picture of the tree that we took. So we have now completed the process, and once we complete the process, we need to make sure it's submitted. The final part of the process is submitting the data. If the data is not submitted, then you will not see your results when you get back and look at it on a map. So you must have a connection to the internet. Generally, this will be a cellular type connection, and you must submit your work before you take another data point.